India abstained from voting on UN General Assembly resolution on the protection of civilians and upholding legal and humanitarian obligations on Gaza crisis. The resolution was adopted at the UN General Assembly. India voted in favor of Canada-led amendment condemning terrorist attacks by Hamas. This draft resolution failed to pass at the UN General Assembly as it did not achieve two-thirds majority.
Casualties in the ongoing conflict in Gaza are a telling, serious and continuing concern. Civilians, especially women and children, are paying with their lives. This humanitarian crisis needs to be addressed. We welcome the international community's de-escalation efforts and delivery of humanitarian assistance to the people of Gaza. India, too, has contributed to this effort. Mr. President, India is deeply concerned at the deteriorating security situation and astounding loss of civilian lives in the ongoing conflict.
With us on the broadcast is my colleague Ajay Jandyal. Now, Ajay, of course, India has taken a clear stance. They have chosen to abstain from voting for a humanitarian truce between Israel and Hamas. But what more can you tell us about this?
Well, see, India's vision and India's stand is very clear from day one, and even before the incident of this war which is going on between Israel and Hamas terrorists. They clearly said that wherever any kind of a terrorism is not acceptable, and that's why we have seen that even in the multiple platforms, government of India's representative clearly says that terrorism in any form is not acceptable and should not be acceptable anywhere, and that is what even yesterday when Deputy Permanent Representative Ambassador Yodna Patel was speaking in the House, she clearly says that in the world, differences and disputes should be resolved by dialogue. This August body should be deeply concerned at reports to violence. So this terror attack on 7th of this month, where shocking and deserved condemnation is required. We have seen that how Israel was attacked by the Hamas terrorists. So this clearly says that that this is something which should not be, appreciated, and this need to be condemned. And terrorism in any form should be condemned. And the way basically this incident and attack took place by Hamas terrorists, where females, children, they were brutally murdered, killed. That is something which really shocked the world. And they say that India always stands against terrorism in any form, and that's why they clearly say that we appreciate the UN's attempt to resolve this issue or to de-escalate the situation between the two. But civilians, UNGA is also worried about and concerned about the civilians' life, which is big people are losing their during this war. But whatever need to be done, that need to be done to at least resolve this issue with the dialogue.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.